Hello, America, and all our ships at sea. Well, in Canada as well, and Mexico. Yeah, we have to make sure it's international. Dan Davis, Chief Editor of the Fabricator magazine, joining you today. I'm joined by Pat Simon, our Director of Membership and Education.
Greetings. I feel like I'm becoming a regular.
Yeah, we need to do better in the Nielsen ratings, but I think
That's right.
Yeah, you actually spiked pretty well. Your Q rating's up there.
Wow.
So we're here to talk about the FMA Annual Meeting, March 1st through 3rd at the Marriott Key Biscayne Bay. Is that right?
Miami, Florida.
Miami, Florida. Will be our first time back for the annual meeting after a year doing it virtually. Looking forward to it. I know people in the colder realms probably will look forward to some sun and learning. And today we're going to talk about, previously we talked about announcing the annual meeting. This go around we're talking about some of the events attached to the annual meeting. So I guess first thing, maybe we just take it chronologically, what people can expect when they show up. So first day, what does if someone comes in to register, what type of options in terms of activities do they have?
Yeah, so
March 1st.
Yeah, Tuesday, March 1st. So I'll give you an opportunity if you want to come down Monday night, actually, because Tuesday morning we kick it off with a golf outing scramble at the Miami Beach Golf Club. Usually a very popular event for all of our fabricators and a lot of us coming up from the north to travel down, get out in the sun. Great opportunity to network with people. If you're a foursome or if you just want to come as a single, we'll pair you up with someone that's a great opportunity to meet new people in the industry. And then the event actually doesn't kick off until Tuesday until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, where Dan Davis once again will kick us off with the Fabricator of the Year. But yeah, the golf outing the first day is a great way to start it. And then that evening, we have our nuts, bolts, and thingamajigs silent auction, which is always a really well-attended event. Pretty much everybody that registers for the conference typically attends that event. And then we have our Association of Steel Distributors Steel Executive of the Year Awards Dinner, which this year is being presented to the CEO of Cleveland Cliffs. And I always have a hard time pronouncing his name, but Lorenzo Goncalves. Thank you. Yes, what he said.
Yes.
We'll have him, which is a really big deal. Cleveland Cliffs have done a ton of acquisitions in the steel market, steel mill market over the last year and a half, and we're really honored that he's going to join us at the event. So the first day is really, really full with a lot of different options. We also have what we call a bus and bagels tour, and it's not a tour of a bagel plant.
No, which would be interesting.
Yes. It's actually a tour of a manufacturing facility in Miami where we serve breakfast like bagels on the bus.
Right.
That also happens on Tuesday morning around the same time as the golf outing. So if you're not a golfer and you want to come down and check that out, we have that as well. So a lot of nice options the first day.
So the morning, a scramble accommodates people varying golf skills.
Correct.
As being one of those people that have very little golf skills, would you still encourage people if they want to come out and be a part of it?
Yeah, it's everyone hits their own hits a shot and picks the best one, and you go from there. And it's not a competition. It's literally a friendly get together. We'll have drink carts out there and things like that. We've got some nice sponsorship dollars behind it. So please come out. Great way to meet people. Yeah. If you've never been to the annual meeting before, it's again a nice way you're gonna meet a lot of new people there and transition well into the conference in the afternoon.
Yeah, and the bus and bagel tour usually more than couple, 2 or 3 visits of metal fabricators in the area. I would suggest we're still putting together the lineup. If you happen to be down in South Florida or know of a facility in South Florida that you think might be a good candidate, let us know. Like we say, we're still rounding that out. We have a few leads, but we want to firm it up, and obviously the better the tour, the more people will get out of it.
Yep, yeah, and everybody always likes to see what other shops are doing, fabricating shops are doing, and gives you an opportunity to see the technology, not from an OEM's perspective, but from that fabricator's perspective and how they're utilizing it, success they've had with it, products that they're making. We've had a lot of different tours over the years. Obviously, at the FMA is one of the nicer things that members come to expect out of us is just connecting them with other people doing what they do in different areas of the country.
Right, and shops of different sizes,
Yep.
OEMs and job shops. So keep that in mind. I will also say that the evening, the nuts, bolts, and thingamajig silent auction, it's also a giant mixer.
Yep.
A lot of hors d'oeuvres, finger food, small plates, if you will.
Open bar.
Well, there you go. It's pretty important.
Yeah.
I can't believe I forgot that. But a nice way to end the day, but also if you go out and have separate dinner plans, plan to call it early evening, a great way to put a capper on a busy day of activities.
Yeah, a lot of people will come to the silent auction, and we'll have, I want to say the goal is about 40 to 50 different auction items that we'll be bidding off, everything from sports memorabilia to sports experiences to artwork, metal fabrication artwork, all sorts of things. So there's a lot of different things from all over the country that we put together for people to bid on. I also will say if you're in the into the foundation, the golf outings this year, proceeds from the golf outing are going to the Nuts, Bolts, and Thingamajigs Foundation. So the golf course was nice enough to give us a charitable rate. And then the percentage of what we're charging is going to MBT. So we're actually raising money there, and we'll be raising money at the silent auction, which is obviously going to benefit kids college scholarships and camps for kids from 12 to 16 years old throughout the country in 2022 and 2023.
Yeah, and those scholarships go to both 4-year, 2-year, and vocational schools.
Absolutely.
And they the camps themselves, as you said, are spread all over the U.S., so they're not concentrated just in the Midwest.
Right. Yeah. So, and I think this year they, every year we're trying to do more and more camps, reach more and more people, and that happens, through fundraising. So, if you're interested in golf and interested in fundraising, it's a great 2-for-1. And like I said, the silent auction is a great time. But a lot of people can come to the silent auction, and if you want to go out to dinner afterwards, feel free. Your spouses are welcome to come to both of those events. It's not just for people attending the conference. So please, invite whoever you're coming or traveling with. Hopefully you can make a trip out of the Miami destination and enjoy some time with others that you want to bring with.
Yeah. So second day is actually the full day of keynotes and breakout sessions. The big event that evening would be the offsite event.
Correct. So we have we've rented out the Hard Rock Cafe Miami for Wednesday night. So again, a mixer. It's an optional event that you can come, and typically I'd say 75% of the attendees go to that event every year. It's another great way to just get away from the conference, talk about what you learned throughout that day. As Dan mentioned, Wednesday's full packed from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. in terms of keynotes, breakout sessions, technical sessions, and things like that. We'll give you a couple hours in between that before we then head out to an offsite event. We will provide transportation down to that facility and back, so it'll be a nice time. And if you feel like maybe venturing out to South Beach afterwards, enjoy yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Some people on this panel are actually preparing their bodies for a South Beach experience. It's probably not the person on your right, but yeah. So
I don't know about that. I mean, it sounds like you're preparing yourself to drink a lot.
Yeah. This is a body built.
Nobody's dancing with their shirts off on this panel.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
What stays in Miami, what happens in Miami stays in Miami. Is that how it happens?
Yes.
Actually, the Hard Rock, we had, just an aside, in January we ran a story involving a company called U.S. Anchor, and the founder of that company is a native of Trinidad Tobago, and he had created a business there cleaning windows, and he got into actually fabricating hardware for certain custom harnesses and connections that were required to do specialty jobs. So his wife won a lottery without telling him to enter the U.S. with a work visa. So they make plans. They settle in the South Florida area, take that business concept and do the same thing here. And now he has kind of not only fabricating for that, but he's also doing some job shop work. But he was responsible. I forget what Super Bowl it was, but if you go to US Anchor website, they have a commercial that J-Lo shot for the Hard Rock when it was first opening up.
wow.
And it's got a huge plot with the room being broken into, and I forget what the person steals out of J-Lo's room, but he helped rig that entire thing.
Okay.
So it's very kind of comes full circle in terms of having the event there, and then just having written that story with the Fabricator that was on site for J-Lo commercial.
Maybe he can reach out to J-Lo and have her show up at our
I
party.
actually asked that because I thought maybe he was actually one of the people who are like doing stunt work, doing on the outside of the building as the bandit broke into the room.
Yes.
But that wasn't him. So,
Okay.
he's a little detached from the actual production. So third day, pretty convenient. Not an entire day, so people can get home same night as the last day of the conference.
Yes, however, we do offer a closing golf scramble as well, and that will be at Normandy Shores Golf Course. Both of the courses are about 15 minutes away, so a lot of people, instead of getting out of there right away on Thursday, the conference will end around noon, and then you have the option, if you would like, to join us for golf on Thursday afternoon, and that'll kind of close up the conference. And again, we probably get another 50-60% of the people stay for that instead of rushing back to the cold weather.
Right.
And then a lot of people take off Friday morning and head home. So but if you do need get home to your family, get home to business, conference is over at noon on Thursday, and you'll have a lot of information from Tuesday afternoon all day Wednesday, half a day on Thursday. Really felt like that's a really good mix of content for people.
Right.
Also giving them enough free time to break away during the day to handle business, and then and a lot of networking opportunities and different things for people to do to spend their time with us.
Yeah, and definitely a decent time of year to be visiting South Florida.
Yes, as we look outside at our frosty temperatures.
But you're also not dealing with the summer humidity and everything, the heat that normally comes with that area during the summer months. Do we have any questions from our technical folks?
No questions yet.
No questions. So I will say we'll be back one more time in about 3 to 4 weeks to discuss the actual content being presented during the FMA Annual Meeting. So please join us for that. You can also expect in early February, we'll have another Facebook Live session where I'll be joined with Tim Heston, and we can talk about what's coming up in our February issue. So so if you plan to join us down in Miami, March 1st through 3rd, start eating those salads now.
Yes.
And make plans to enjoy yourself while also meeting some great folks and picking up some valuable insight about today's modern metal fabricating business. Anything else you wanted to add?
Register soon. We've got over 100 people registered already, and we're hoping to see a great crowd this year. It's going to be a great time, great content, well worth your time, really good value for your money. We look forward to seeing everybody in Miami.
Yeah, www.fmamfg.org, and you should see FMA Annual Meeting header on that page. So thanks for your time today, and look forward to chatting with you in the future. See ya. Bye.